We have several large homeowner associations that we have taken on in the last couple of years and completely have transformed them.
The biggest thing that I could see is on a complex this large, it could get out of hand very quickly.
Typically what happens when a developer develops a project like this, after they leave and the homeowners are left on their own with no guidance really. And we've seen where other people try to come in and they just charge astronomical amounts of money and they don't even fix the problem.
The one thing that I could possibly say that separates us from everybody else is that we listen to our clients.
And we sit down one-on-one with them. Sometimes we'll come back and forth 4 and 5 times, listen to the problems that they're having, understand their budget, try and work within that budget, what we feel is going to be long-term.
We come up with planting designs, computer designs, and go step by step on approaches that we can work out together. Given our professional opinions and their dreams, we really make a big difference to make sure that their properties are beautified.
We start off with our landscaping by keeping the lawn looking good. That's what the people need to see. They need to see it cut pristine, they need to see it weed-free, they need to see it trimmed, they need to see all the garbage that blows around during the week picked up. Weed whacking is a very important part of it. It's almost like getting a haircut and not having the hair shaved behind your back. It's just not complete until it's all done. Mulching is big. Mulching is big on the plants. The plants require mulching for longer health. Adding flowers to it gives it all the color, all the different types of flowers at different times of the year. So it's not just a 2-month window of flowers and color and then there's nothing else. We try and provide flowers and color from as early March right up and through after Thanksgiving.
I live in Cambridge Crossings in Clifton, and coming into Cambridge, we hadn't had landscaping service for over a year. So it was pretty desolate, pretty drab. Residents were complaining.
Plantings on this property were in rough shape. We found anything from diseases to insect damage, and what we did is we took a scientific approach to attacking a lot of these problems. Whether it's basically helping the tree out by cutting the materials that hold the root ball together, to doing specific IPM sprayings to minimize the damage due to insects and disease.
When we identify these plants that are diseased beyond the point of being able to spray them with something to take control of it, is to literally get them out of the ground, get them off this property, bring them out to a dump site and get rid of them, because if we don't do that, it will just continue to spread. When we came to this complex, none of the fountains that are here were actually operational. They had been down for about 2 years. And there was a series of problems, from electrical to mechanical.
So we had no idea what we were going to get when we flipped the switch. And we were correct in that. Electricity wasn't really working that well anymore. The basins were dry and cracked. It was a disaster.
Basically, we needed those pumps to come on, turn off, lights to come on, and lights to turn off.
And we were so happy with what he did with such short notice that we gave him the contract for the entire community. So what we thought is he made our complex into a community once again.
In a homeowners condominium association, the water bills are phenomenal. They can exceed $20,000, $30,000 a year. Unfortunately, in a lot of these complexes, soil is not the greatest, so drainage is an issue.
I do plenty of research. I talk to the major manufacturers, and I pretty much go with the best available system possible, whether it's the sprinkler heads or the controllers. The biggest thing that we've actually come up with is the IntelliSense controller, which utilizes satellite and weather stations. What this does is we put in the parameters of the property. We put in grass type, soil type, whether it's sun, shade, and what it does is gives a baseline to go off of, and it utilizes over 20,000 weather stations, narrows it down to the square kilometer of your property, and feeds that data to the controller every single day. What this does is it will water what the plant needs. not only will this controller give you specific times when it needs to water, when it doesn't need to water, but we also program slope. Now, slope is very crucial into your landscape. What that is that the majority of your runoff that goes into the sewers and down the drain, and pretty much, all of your runoff is due to slope. This timer will actually, when we program, say, a 15 to 20% slope, it'll water for a specific area that's on the slope. Then it'll shut itself down, go to another zone, and then come back so that that water soaks into the ground and reduces runoff, which is a big waste in the environment.
In certain condominiums that we have done, where they were spending $15,000 a year in water, they're down to $7,000. So that's $8,000 a year that goes back into their budget that they can use anywhere that they need. It also, more importantly, helps their landscape. All those soggy, wet drainage areas, they're virtually gone. It eliminates a lot of diseases. It eliminates a lot of fungus, insect problems.
So again, not only are we just going ahead and saving thousands of dollars for our customers, we're also reducing our footprint on the earth.
We'd be very happy to serve all your outdoor needs. One call does it all. We can handle any project you have regarding the outdoors.